Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be going over the best settings for Call of Duty Vanguard. I'm specifically playing on the PS5 version, so if you're playing on a different version than me, then you may have different settings. But if this video helps you at all, make sure you guys drop a like down below, as well as subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any future content. If there's any settings that you would do differently, make sure you guys comment them down below. Without further ado, let's get into the settings. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be going over is controller settings. If you're playing on keyboard and mouse, I'm sorry, but I don't have one hooked up to my PS5. So I'm just going to go down the list and explain why I have everything the way I do. So the very first thing we have is the horizontal stick sensitivity and the vertical. These things are just kind of like however you like to play the game personally. I like mine to be on the higher side. Don't put them up too high because sometimes it gets a little bit hard to control. So mine's at 16. Sensitivity multiplayer, I leave it 1. Button layout default, like I said, these are all like personal preferences. Like if you play on like different settings, like tactical, lefty, I think there's like a claw setting. But like, yeah, that's up to you. Personally, I'm gonna go with default. You can flip the right bumper and left trigger or whatever. You can switch the triggers and the bumpers basically. So if you like shooting with the triggers or the bumpers, you can switch them. I'm keeping mine the same, so I'm gonna keep it off. Invert look, I don't know who does that. If you do that, comment down below. Let me know if you play with invert look. I've never met somebody that actually does that. Aim response curve, I have it on standard. Controller vibration, obviously turn off controller vibration. Controller vibration is gonna make your controller and your aim terrible, so turn that off unless you want like an immersive feel, maybe for like campaign. For multiplayer and everything else, turn it off. Same with trigger effect. If you have a PS5 controller and you have trigger effect on, you're going to be pulling your trigger and it's going to feel like a legit gun. So turn that off. Going down to target aim assist, I have that on. Target aim assist mode is on default Vanguard. We also have precision focusing and legacy, which is the Black Ops one from Black Ops Cold War. I'm just leaving mine on default because I don't usually use controllers. ADS aim assist is on. I don't know why you would turn that off. Obviously some kids like to brag and say they have it off, but I doubt they do. Airborne Mantle, I have that on manual. So what does this do? Choose the behavior mantle on. Okay, so yeah, if you have it on automatic, it's gonna, right when you run up to something, it's gonna automatically lunge you over. You don't want that. So put it on manual, so you have to press a button to mantle over something. Automatic sprint, I have that on actually. I have that on. I personally don't like spamming my thumbstick 100 times to try and run, so just make it the default run, honestly. Sprint cancels reload, I have that on. There's a lot of situations where you'll be in a gunfight and you go to reload and then he tries to peek you again. You still have a couple bullets left, so you can sprint to cancel your reload and you can probably win that gunfight. Weapon mount activation is ADS and melee. So basically, I guess there's different types. I have that on ADS and melee, obviously. You can actually turn mounting off, or you can double tap ADS or just ADS. So that's up to you, obviously. I have mine on ADS and melee. Weapon mount movement exit. Okay, so I believe this means if you back up or something, it's gonna take you off the mount. So I have that on. Weapon mount exit delay. By default, I believe it's on long. I put it on default. Wait, mine was on long by default. That's interesting, but I would just keep that on default. Depleted ammo weapon switch, obviously turn that on. If you run out of ammo, you don't want to have a gun in your hand that doesn't have ammo. The slide behavior, I have that on hold. I don't know if you want to put it on tap. If you want to, you can. You just might end up in situations where you're trying to crouch or like maybe I don't know. There's situations where you don't want that on tap because you're gonna slide by accident and probably lose a gunfight. I would just keep it on hold. Aim down sight behavior, have it on hold. I don't know who would put it on toggle. Maybe if you play like Rainbow Six or something. Equipment behavior. So this is on hold. I don't know. I'm not too sure what the other settings are. I guess it's toggle. I would just keep it on hold. Steady aim behavior, hold. Interact reload behavior, keep that on tap to reload. I mean these are just personal preferences, obviously. I'm just going to go down the list. Hopefully I'm not boring you. If I am, skip to the parts. I'll have them listed in the description. But yeah, so stick layout default, ADS stick swap, we have it on off. LT. Okay, these are just, I don't know. I'm just gonna scroll down. If you want to copy them, you can. I have them all on default though. But let's move on to the next part. The next part is going to be graphics. The safe area is pretty obvious. You just want the arrows in your television, I guess. If they're not there, then fix that. 120 Hertz refresh rate. I would turn this on if you have the hardware to support it. I believe this is only on next gen consoles. So if you're on a PS4 or on Xbox original or Xbox, whatever they call it nowadays, you're probably not gonna have the setting. I would turn mine on, but unfortunately, I think my HDMIs don't support it because my audio starts lagging. I need to figure that out. But if you have the option, I would turn it on if it works. Brightness, obviously, just adjust it to how you want. Color customization, this is obviously, I guess, how you want. Camera movement. So I would turn this to 50%, but unfortunately, if you watch this, it is stuck at 75%. So this basically makes it so your camera shakes when you're moving. And I honestly I don't want any of that. So I guess the lowest is 50%. It's currently bugged for me, so I can't change it. Motion blur, all motion blur, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off. Your game will look 10 times better. You look at the right picture. You probably can't see it actually because my face is in the way, but it looks terrible. You don't want that. Turn it off. But yeah, going into audio, these are my settings. You can copy them if you want. I'm not really going to go over audio. This is push to talk if you're on keyboard and mouse. And then the interface. Let's see if I change anything on here. This is kind of all the same as well. If you want to copy it, you can. I may have changed a couple things around. If you like, your mini map right here is on the very bottom. Minimap rotation. That's basically makes it so if it's on, it kind of follows where you're looking and the map will move to where you're looking. If you turn it off, it's going to be like a classic mini map. Like you're going to see your character like moving around, and it's gonna be weird looking, honestly. I would keep that on. Minimap shape is a square. It used to be defaulted to round, I believe, on Modern Warfare. I could be wrong, but it looks like it's defaulting to square. So I guess that's all. If you guys enjoyed the video, guys, make sure you guys like the video down below. Comment down below if there's any settings that you think that should be changed that I have that you like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll be trying to make videos at least once a week, twice a week. So subscribe, turn the notifications on. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.